What if you could learn data science, AI, cybersecurity, cloud computing, digital marketing, and even project management completely free? No fees, no catch. And yes, you get a certificate too. Welcome to OMNI Academy, Pakistan's leading IT training institute since 2010, part of MHSG Consulting Group, helping thousands build real-world skills and land jobs. Every month, OMNI Academy offers 50 plus free workshops taught by industry experts covering everything from AI and cloud to cybersecurity, networking, and more. Whether you're a student, a professional, or just starting out, there's something for you. Join online from anywhere in Pakistan, Karachi, Lahore, Islamabad, or beyond. So don't wait. Register now at omniacademy.com and secure your spot today. OMNI Academy, your career transformation starts here, and it starts free. Imagine getting paid to travel the world, staying in luxury hotels, meeting new people every week, exploring different countries, and building a career that feels exciting, dynamic, and full of opportunities. Sounds like a dream, right? But here's the reality. Becoming a cabin crew is not just about traveling or looking good. It's a professional career that requires discipline, confidence, communication skills, and proper training. And the truth is, many people want this job, but only a few actually get selected. Why? Because they don't know the right process. In today's workshop, I'm going to show you step by step exactly how you can start your career as an airline cabin crew, even if you're a complete beginner. We'll cover what cabin crew really do, what airlines look for, how to prepare for interviews, and how you can increase your chances of selection. So stay with me till the end, because this workshop can completely change your career direction.
Let's go even deeper into the reality of this profession, because many people only see the outside lifestyle, but very few understand what actually happens behind the scenes. When you step inside an aircraft as a cabin crew member, your responsibility starts the moment passengers board the plane. You are constantly observing everything. Is every passenger seated properly? Are luggage bins closed correctly? Is everyone following safety instructions? And while doing all this, you still have to maintain a calm smile, because in aviation, your expression is part of your professionalism. Even when you are tired, even when the flight is long, you cannot show stress to passengers. This is what makes cabin crew different from many other jobs. It's not just physical work, it's emotional control as well.
Let's start by understanding the reality of this job. Most people think cabin crew are just there to serve food and drinks, but that's completely wrong. The number one responsibility of a cabin crew is safety. You are responsible for hundreds of passengers at 35,000 feet in the air. You are trained to handle emergency situations, medical issues, passenger conflicts, evacuations if needed. Along with that, you also provide excellent customer service, help passengers feel comfortable, represent the airline professionally. Yes, you do travel. Yes, the lifestyle is exciting, but it also comes with long working hours, irregular schedules, physical and mental pressure. So before choosing this career, understand this clearly. This is not just a glamorous job, it's a responsible and professional career. Now let's talk about something most people ignore: mental pressure. At 35,000 feet in the air, situations can change very quickly. A passenger may suddenly feel unwell, a child may start crying, or turbulence may create panic. In these moments, you cannot panic because passengers are looking at you for confidence. So your reaction decides the environment of the entire cabin. That's why airlines don't only train your skills, they train your mindset. They prepare you to stay calm under pressure and think clearly in emergencies. And this is not something you learn in one day. It develops through training, practice, and experience. Now let's talk about eligibility. What do airlines actually require? First, age, usually between 18 to 30 years. Second, education, at least intermediate or high school. Third, communication. Good English is a must. Fourth, appearance, well-groomed, clean and professional look. Fifth, health. You must be medically fit. You should also have no visible tattoos, be confident in your personality, have a valid passport. But here's something very important. Airlines are not looking for perfect faces. They are looking for confidence, communication, personality. So don't think I'm not good enough. Instead, think, how can I improve myself? Now let's talk about the lifestyle that everyone imagines. Yes, cabin crew travel to different countries. Yes, they stay in hotels. Yes, they meet new people. But there is another side too. Irregular sleeping schedules, long working hours, and sometimes back-to-back flights. You may be in one country today and in another country the next day. So your body clock keeps changing. This is why discipline is very important. You must take care of your health, your sleep, and your energy levels. Because without discipline, this lifestyle becomes difficult to manage. Now let's talk about the most important part, skills. Because this is where selection really happens. Number 1, communication skills. You must speak clearly, confidently, and politely. Number 2, customer service mindset. You should genuinely enjoy helping people. Number 3, confidence. Not overconfidence, but a calm, strong personality. Number 4, teamwork. You will work with people from different backgrounds and cultures. Number 5, problem solving. You must stay calm under pressure and handle situations smartly. Let me tell you something honestly. Even if you meet all requirements, without these skills, selection is very difficult. And the good news is, these skills can be learned and improved. Now imagine your first day as a cabin crew. You enter the airport in uniform. You are slightly nervous but excited. You walk through the crew entrance. You see other experienced crew members preparing for the flight. You go through briefing, you check safety instructions, and you take a deep breath before boarding. Then you enter the aircraft. Passengers are already sitting, and you greet them with confidence. At that moment, you realize something important. This is not just a job, this is responsibility. And slowly, your confidence builds. That first flight changes everything. Now here's the biggest reason why most candidates fail. The interview. Not eligibility, not looks, but the interview. Many candidates apply again and again, but they get rejected. Why? Because they are not prepared. Simple questions become difficult like, tell me about yourself. Why do you want to be a cabin crew? How will you handle a difficult passenger? And when you're not prepared, you get nervous, you lose confidence, and you fail to impress the interviewer. This is the reality. Airlines don't just select candidates, they select prepared candidates. Now let's go deeper into why most candidates actually fail. It's not because they are not intelligent and not because they don't have potential. It is because of lack of consistency. Many students start preparing but stop after a few days. Some only focus on theory but never practice speaking. Some watch videos but never apply the knowledge. And when interview time comes, they feel unprepared. Confidence cannot be copied from videos. It only comes from practice. And this is where most people lose the opportunity. Let's go deeper into the most important part of your journey. The interview stage. This is where most candidates get rejected, not because they're not capable, but because they don't present themselves well. So let's break this down properly. Question 1. Tell me about yourself. This is usually the first question, and honestly, it decides your first impression. Now, many candidates make a big mistake here. They start telling their full life story, where they were born, their school, their hobbies. That's not what the interviewer wants. They want a professional introduction. A simple structure you can follow is your name, your background, education or experience, your key skills, why you are here. For example, "Hi, my name is your name. I recently completed my graduation in field and I have developed strong communication and customer service skills through my experience in job or activity. I enjoy working with people, handling different situations, and I am very interested in building my career as a cabin crew member." Short, clear, confident, and most importantly, practice this answer again and again, because if you start strong, the rest of the interview becomes easier. Question 2. Why do you want to be a cabin crew? This is where they test your intentions. And let's be honest, most people give very basic answers like, "I love traveling, I like airplanes." But here's the truth. Airlines don't hire you to travel. They hire you to serve passengers and ensure safety. So your answer must reflect that you understand the role. A strong answer could include customer service interest, teamwork, dynamic environment, responsibility. For example, "I want to become a cabin crew because I enjoy interacting with people and helping them have a comfortable and safe journey. I also like working in a team and handling different situations, and I believe this role will allow me to grow both personally and professionally." This shows maturity, this shows awareness, and this is exactly what interviewers look for. Question 3. How will you handle a difficult passenger? Now, this is a very important question because this job is not always easy. You will face angry passengers, complaints, emergency situations. So they want to see how you react under pressure. Here's a simple structure you can follow. Stay calm, listen carefully, show empathy, offer a solution, escalate if needed. Example answer: "If I face a difficult passenger, I will first remain calm and listen to their concern without interrupting. I will show understanding and empathy and then try to resolve the issue politely. If the situation requires further assistance, I will involve my senior to ensure the passenger is handled properly." This shows professionalism, control, maturity, and that's exactly what they want. And remember, confidence doesn't come naturally. Confidence comes from preparation. The more you practice, the more natural your answers become. Now let's talk about mindset. If you want to become cabin crew, you must start thinking like one. Ask yourself, am I confident when I speak? Can I handle pressure calmly? Do I present myself professionally? Because airlines don't just hire skills, they hire personality. You may improve your English, you may improve your CV, but if your mindset is weak, it will show in the interview. So start building confidence daily. Even small practice matters. Now let's simplify the entire journey, because many people feel confused about where to start. So here is the complete roadmap. Step 1. Meet the basic requirements. Before anything, check your eligibility, age requirement, minimum height, education. Because without this, you cannot move forward. Step 2. Improve communication and personality. This is the most important step. Work on English speaking, body language, confidence. Start speaking daily. Even if you make mistakes, it's okay, because improvement comes with practice. Step 3. Gain customer service experience. This is not compulsory, but it helps a lot. You can work in call centers, retail stores, hospitality, because this teaches you how to deal with people, how to stay calm, how to solve problems. Step 4. Prepare a professional CV. Your CV is your first impression on paper. Make sure it is clean, simple, professional. Highlight communication skills, customer handling, any relevant experience. Step 5. Apply to airlines. Now start applying. Don't wait for perfect timing. Apply consistently. Different airlines have different requirements, so stay updated. Step 6. Clear interviews. This is where preparation matters. Practice, common questions, grooming, confidence, because this step decides everything. Step 7. Complete training. Once selected, you will go through airline training. This includes safety procedures, emergency handling, passenger service. This is where you become industry ready. And then you officially become a cabin crew. Simple process, but without guidance, it becomes confusing.
Now at this point, you might be thinking, how do I prepare properly? Because there is so much information online, and honestly, it can get overwhelming. That's where structured training becomes important. Instead of guessing what to do, you follow a proven system. For example, training programs like the Airline Cabin Crew course by OMNI Academy are designed specifically for beginners. They focus on real-world preparation, not just theory but practical skills. You learn things like passenger handling techniques, safety awareness, grooming standards, interview preparation. And one of the biggest advantages is practice. Because knowing something is not enough. You need to practice it. You need feedback. You need improvement. That's what gives you confidence. You also get guidance from trainers who understand the industry. They help you avoid mistakes and prepare you the right way. So when you go for interviews, you don't feel nervous. You feel ready. And that's the difference between someone who just applies and someone who actually gets selected. Now, before you move forward, let's talk about some common mistakes, because avoiding mistakes is just as important as preparation. Mistake 1. Applying without preparation. Many candidates just apply randomly without any practice, and then they get rejected. Preparation is everything. Mistake 2. Ignoring grooming. Your appearance matters in this industry. Clean look, proper dressing, professional style, because presentation reflects professionalism. Mistake 3. Weak communication. If you cannot express yourself clearly, it becomes difficult to pass interviews. So work on speaking daily. Mistake 4. Lack of confidence. Even if you have skills, without confidence, it doesn't show. Confidence comes from practice, preparation, experience. Mistake 5. Giving up after rejection. This is the biggest mistake. Rejection is normal. Even successful cabin crew faced rejection. The difference is they didn't stop. They improved and tried again.
Before we end this workshop, remember one thing very clearly. Every successful cabin crew member today was once a beginner. They also faced rejection. They also made mistakes. They also doubted themselves. But the difference was they didn't stop. They improved, they learned, and they tried again. So if you are serious about this career, don't give up early. Because your journey is not decided by one attempt. It is decided by your consistency. And maybe one day, you will be the one welcoming passengers with confidence and a professional smile at 35,000 feet.
Let's do a small exercise together. I want you to imagine something for a few seconds. Picture yourself standing at an airport. You are wearing a professional cabin crew uniform. Your posture is straight, you look confident, and you feel different. Now think about this. People around you are not looking at you as a passenger anymore. They are seeing you as a professional. Now let me ask you a question. How do you feel in this moment? Excited? Proud? Maybe a little nervous? That's completely normal. Now take this one step further. Imagine you enter the aircraft. Passengers are already seated and you greet them with a smile. Welcome aboard. It's a simple sentence, but what does it actually represent?
confidence, training, preparation. This is not something that comes in one day. Let's take a simple example. Right now, if I ask you to speak to a stranger in English, you might hesitate. But if you practice daily, if you improve step by step, that same thing becomes natural. And that's exactly how this career works. What you just imagined is not just a dream, it's the result of a process. If you work on your communication, your confidence, your personality, this scene can become your reality. Now let's move into the future. Imagine your life 1 year from today. You are now a cabin crew member. Let me ask you something. What do you think will change in you? Let's break it down. First, communication. Today maybe you think before speaking, but after training, you will speak naturally and confidently. Second, confidence. Today interviews may feel scary, but after experience, handling people becomes normal. Third, personality. The way you walk, the way you talk, the way you present yourself, everything improves. Let's take a real example. Today, if a difficult situation comes, you might feel confused, but after proper training, your reaction becomes automatic. You stay calm, you listen carefully, you give a solution. This becomes your habit. And there's one more important thing, exposure. You meet different people, you experience different cultures, and this helps you grow, not just professionally, but personally. Now I want to ask you an honest question. Do you want to become this version of yourself? If your answer is yes, then you need to start today. Small steps matter. Practice English daily. Work on your confidence. Speak in front of a mirror. These small actions create big results. Always remember, your future does not change automatically. You build it with daily effort.
So now you understand the complete journey. You know what skills you need, what mistakes to avoid, how to prepare. Now the question is, what will you do next? Because your dream will not become reality unless you take action. Start small, work on your communication, practice daily, improve your confidence, and most importantly, get the right guidance. Because the right guidance saves your time, your energy, and increases your chances of success. If you are serious about becoming a cabin crew, start today, not tomorrow. Not next week, today. Because every day you delay, someone else is moving ahead. Your dream job is possible, but only if you prepare for it. So take the first step, and maybe very soon you'll be wearing that uniform, welcoming passengers and flying high in the sky. Thank you for watching.